This is the standard arrow I have. This is the laser bore sighter. This is the little insert. These little inserts just actually screw in. And then you can put, of course, any size on. So depending on the internal diameter of your arrow, you can use any one of these ends. And then by screwing it into this end, once it's inside the arrow, you give it a couple of turns and it'll tighten up this little rubber and hold it solid down to this depth right around here, which stabilizes the laser. And this end is a cone, so of course when it's in, it centers. You see how it would wobble, but with this end on, it stops it from wobbling, so that you get a nice straight laser line for the length of through the length of the shaft of the arrow. And then being on oops, see how fat that got? Now, by screwing it too much, it won't go in, so you back it off of here till she goes in just snug as a bug in a rug. There you go. And then once you give it a few turns, that'll cinch it up. Now you see that the laser portion is very solid. Doesn't move around, so you will get an accurate straight line with your arrow path. And of course this sits on here, and then of course once you've got your bowstring and everything on here, this would actually also be held down by your adder bowstring. So when the adder's in there properly, I'm just lazy, this basically would be in there. Your string also helps hold this dead in place. And then of course once you have your magazine on, you know, that's when I would set that with your scope. And the string of course is holding that in. See how nice and solid that is. And of course, and then with your magazine on top, you just set once you set your scope, you can just pull it out like any arrow, and there you go. And oh, and just a little extra thought is when we wax our string so it has, you know, lowers the friction and protects the string from wear, also wax inside this little groove where your arrow slides, because the arrow of course fits nicely right actually down in that wee trough. I don't know if it actually touches the bottom of the trough. So when I wax, I wax down inside the rail, like this little groove, and of course the tops of the rail, the string. Wax is cheap, so what the hell. Thanks. And hi, George. Please edit over top this with your voice. I know this is all, I'm new at this, so please do a better job. Thanks. Bye, buddy.